What's up everyone, it's your boy Jenny back at it again with another YouTube video. Alright, quick one before we get into it. Last video, if you watched it, was a bit somber. A bit sad if I'm honest, and that's fine. That's real. That's where I was at the moment, at that moment in time. And I don't regret saying any of it, but that's not really me, and it's definitely not what I want this channel to be about going forward. So today we're going to do the complete opposite. Today's upbeat, today's fun, and today we're just talking games, and we've got a proper session to get through. So when I first thought about coming back to gaming, and I mean properly coming back, I looked at getting back into PC gaming. It was a force of habit really, it's what I'd known most recently, and then I looked at the prices of memory, and that idea went straight out the window very, very quickly. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's about £1 million a terabyte at the moment. So there was no way in a million years I was going to be able to invest the time, money and resource into getting the PC where it needed to be to have what I consider to be fun gaming experience on PC. So the only other way to do it was buy a PS5, a PS5 Pro to be exact, not to be too bougie, but that's where we're at. And I can tell you one thing, and one thing for certain, I think it's better than PC. So today we're going to learn 3 things, and then we're going to win a game together, because it'd be rude not to show you that after everything we're about to talk about. Stick around for all of those 3 points, because the last one is genuinely quite embarrassing, and I mean that. So here's the number 1 thing about this. PS5 is better than PC, certainly in 2026. There you go, I said it, and I'll say it again for the people at the back. PS5 is better than PC, certainly in 2026. And here's why. It's plain and it's simple. There's no fixed cost spiral, there's no chasing the next upgrade, there's no watching memory prices like they're the stock market and panic buying before the next price hike. You buy the console once, you know the number, and that's it. That's the whole financial relationship done. And every single game on it is built to actually run properly on that exact hardware. No fiddling with the settings for the 40 minutes trying to hit 60 frames. No Googling why a driver update broke a game that worked fine yesterday. And no troubleshooting at all. You put the disc in, or in my case, you download it and you play it. Now, Sony stopping playing making discs is another video that we'll get into entirely somewhere else down the line. But realistically, it's no fuss gaming. Just a little side note here, I have sped up some of this gameplay just to ensure that we use the best of our time. I don't want you sat there watching me being a little loot goblin. So hopefully you can appreciate that I'm trying to respect your time. Please respect mine. And truth be told, there's something to be said for just picking the thing up, sitting on the sofa, controller in hand and telly on. That's it. No desk setup, no chair, no monitor situations to sort out. It's just simpler. And honestly, at this stage of my life, simpler wins. Having said that, I do have 4 different monitors. It looks like the Starship Enterprise in my gaff. But the point still remains. You don't have to have that to have a good time. Now, I'm not sitting here saying PC gaming is bad, because it isn't. And if you've got the money and the patience for it, genuinely enjoy it, then it's probably the right way to go. But right now, in this exact economy, in 2026, PS5 wins on value, it wins on simplicity, and it wins on just letting you actually enjoy the game, instead of babysitting the hardware around. That's point 1. Point number 2 is I genuinely believe Redsec is the best battle royale out there in 2026 right now. I mean, genuinely. I'm not just saying that. Here, right now, I mean, this in particular, maybe not so much, because I'm unsure as to how to pick up this little orange packet or whatever. But realistically, I think this game in 4K beats out any battle royale on the market. I'm talking your standard war zones, I'm talking your Fortnites, I'm talking anything. I think as first-person shooters go, all right, when it first came out, it had its problems. I get that. I totally get that. As does every game in the last 5-10 years, I think, personally. This game has bags of personality, fantastic maps, beautiful colours. I genuinely believe it's one of the best games out there at the moment. I love how it's still very much grounded in the Battlefield universe. It doesn't feel like that they're competing with the battle royale. Don't worry about that. It doesn't feel like they're competing with the battle royales out there. It feels like they're really just doing something of their own, and I think they've nailed it. I know it took a bit of time, but I genuinely believe that they have. I think another thing about this is that it rewards all types of gameplay. I think sometimes when you play If you play Fortnite and you do no build, that's a completely different game to obviously build, but it rewards certain type of gameplay. I truly believe, like, here's a prime example. This guy wants to sit here and try and snipe me. He's obviously got a bit of a shot on him. Hits me a couple of times. I'm shouldering. I can't really hit him from here. So you've got two options here, haven't I? I can either try and flank and get over there. I'm struggling right now because I'm used to Warzone movement and I'm trying to slide cancel. Here, guy pops up. I hear him. I can actually hear him. The sound quality in this game feels like we're 15 years in the future from any other game on the market at the moment. I can hear this guy on that balcony. I take my time to play up, to load up, because this isn't working for whatever reason. And all right, my shots are a bit naff. Like, that's not the game, that's me. But here, I genuinely have the expertise is a strong word, the knowledge of playing with other first-person shooters that rewards me here in my patience for getting this kill. That guy wanted to play aggressive. He didn't have the weapons to do so, and therefore he lost. That feels like a real advantage to playing this game. Like, I'm actually getting rewarded for utilizing the equipment in my pocket or in my hands. Here, a guy just appears on the right and then does a Houdini, just gone. Like, where? Where has he gone to? I have no idea. So if you were one of the many that tried this game when it first came out and were disappointed with the jankiness, with the early access type vibe, and just the game not rewarding you the way that it should do, I highly recommend that you come back to it. Because honestly, I genuinely think this is the best shooter VR experience out there at the moment. And point number 3, and this might be an embarrassing one. Maybe for you, maybe not for me. Who knows? Don't talk to me like that. Anyway, final and third point. Your boy Jenny doesn't know the buttons to Redsec. I mean, at all. Not even slightly. You saw me earlier trying to pick up that little orange packet thing off the floor. I've been button mashing my way through this game like it's the first controller I've ever held in my life. I have only realised as I'm going back through this footage that there is I think a kill streak. It looks like an airstrike in the bottom right there. Little purple square thing. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea how to get that working. You saw a moment ago, I got my ladder out. I didn't even know I had a ladder. I was trying to get my little airstrike. Say a little airstrike, it might be a massive airstrike. Who knows? I don't, because I don't know how to use it. It's beyond me. So if you catch me out there in the wild, playing like I've never touched a controller before, now you know why. I'm learning in public, and honestly, that's kind of the fun of it, really. Nobody wants to watch someone who's already perfect at the game, and where's the story in that? I'm just out here as a washed up, used to be full-time streamer, trying to find his way back in the world of gaming. I actually go ahead and fumble the buttons here as well. I see this guy and I'm like, oh yeah, laser. And I'm like, you know what will get him? That bloody airstrike in my pocket. Let me just have a quick look at doing that now. Ah, no, shotgun. Sorry. No can do. Back to the drawing board. Right, so we are 3 things down. PS5 wins in this economy. Redsec is the one to be on right now. And I apparently cannot find the buttons to any of the things in the game. So let's actually put that to test. You know, you'll see me here getting towards end game and truly bricking it. Not really sure what I'm doing here. Acting like I'm in some sort of David Attenborough, one of those really nice documentaries. You know, the ones that your missus likes watching on a Sunday with the curtains closed. Nice looking animals, and David Attenborough goes, and here we have a wild Thornberry. Sounds a little bit like Nigel Thornberry from the Wild Thornberries. You've ever heard that? Anyway, scrap that. I actually get to a point here where I have no cover whatsoever. I think, right, lay down. Best thing for it. I know that there's a guy behind me. So I'm just sort of biding my time here a little bit. This is where the game tells me I've got a bipod, which is great for newbies. Didn't realise I had a little bipod. Going to try that bad boy out. So I actually set it up thinking, I've got this guy. He is in my sights. Ready, game over. Laser this guy. Move on to the next. We are in business. Put this little deploy. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Who's in trouble now? This boy's in trouble. That's right. Just a waiting game from here on out, kids. I am going to have to let you down gently, though. Once again, laser. And then I reload. Makes sense. And then all of a sudden, bipod won't let me go to the left anymore. So this guy actually goes, you know what? I'm having a pop at this guy. Oh, there's a guy there too. Ah! Oh, there's just so much going on. This really is squeaky bum time for me. I'm using all of my best Warzone movements to try and get out. And then I find myself having to run towards the guy and lob whatever I have in my pocket. I'm not even sure what that was. That could have been just a paperweight. Now, look, I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm doing here. We've established that already. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. But that's half the fun of the game. This game, like this, every single fight is a genuine surprise. Even to me, as I'm sure you can see, as I hide in the corner of a shed, stood on a box, like the biggest rat of 2026. Call me Remy. My Disney fans will get that. I hear this guy on the right-hand side. He obviously isn't expecting me to be a sneaky little boy, sneaky little rat boy. He's going to come in right now, and he gets it in the chops. I actually hear a parachute here, which is a bit weird, which forces me to go outside a little bit, because obviously I'm a bit curious. But there's no guy that's parachuted. I don't know where he could have parachuted from. So I think this was like some sort of sound technology, maybe from the future, to throw your boy off. I don't know why I went out here, because I definitely almost really close there to not being able to continue this game in the fashion I would like to. Look at this little gold gun. Pick that up and go and hide. I'm going to go and hide over by those little shipment containers on the right-hand side here, because I'm worried about what's coming from the right-hand side, so I've got a bit of cover there. But I'm also definitely worried about the guy that just lasered my head off on that roof. So this is a bit of a waiting game. I think this is where my experience in Battle Royales really comes into play. That final circle type stuff. I don't know if I'm in final circle in real time here. All I see is 7 at the top, and I think that's 7 people left. Upon reflection, obviously it isn't 7 people left. That's 7 people that I have unalived during this game. But this really is just a waiting point for me now. I know that this circle is going to start closing in on the center, whereas in Warzone it's a little bit different. I think it sort of pulls from either side. So this like slowly but surely moves everyone into the center of the circle. So I'm just trying to get the only little bit of cover just here. And so here we are, final circle. And after everything we've just talked about, the memory prices, the console debate, me not knowing a single button on this game, somehow we've made it to the last circle of this BR Solos game. I know, I'm as surprised as you are. But having said that, if we look at my track record, I am a pedigree. As I've said before, and I'll say a million times again, I am literally one of the best to do it. So I know that I've got the guy on the roof, who's the guy that almost deaded me a minute ago. I know that there's a guy up the top right here because I can hear him shooting. This again really is just making sure I can either take the guy out on the right, which is why I'm trying to just slowly have a little look there to see if I can do anything about him, whilst being cognizant of the fact that I've got 2 guys on my left. Now, I don't know here. I mean, spoiler alert, there's 3, I think, 3 others and me, so there's 4 in total. That guy at the top right there does take a bit of a beating. But this gun is a gold gun, but also I can't hit any bullets with it, apparently, or the ones I do are like sweet corn. So that guy's obviously got a bit of a long-range gun there, and he's doing some damage. So I really just need to try and get him out. And luckily, with him being forced into the circle, he has to move to me, and I've got this little bit of solid cover, or otherwise this game wouldn't have gone the way we think. So I'm just biding my time here, waiting to see him pop his head up so that I can do some damage. And luckily, I think we're just about to see me absolutely see ya, goodbye, good night, Vienna. Oh, Vienna! See, this is actually more of the same here as well, because this guy's obviously got a great shot on him, and I'm still trying to work out how to get by an edge strike. Because again, that would be fantastic in this scenario. I have no idea. Please let me know in the comments if you do. As with all of these, he starts firing missiles at me because that's a completely normal thing to do, and I lob the only nade. Or do I have one more? I think I have one more nade. But it's not a nade, is it? It's one of the yellow ones, which, again, I think we said was some sort of paperweight. Although that's orange. Look, I know nothing about this game, guys, as I'm sure you can tell. I really am just... I know that there's 2 other guys than me. I'm in the final 3 here, and I just really need to hold out. You'll notice I've got no plates left as well. So I'm really just trying to hold this line and make sure none of these people come over, and if they do, I get the drop on them. What I do here is the last two fighting, sorry. And as I hear that, I know to push. And there we go. That's your boy. That's the win. A solo Redsec. And having told you probably 30 seconds ago I don't know the controls, honestly, I'll take it. I'll take every single bit of that. So there we have it. 3 things learned today. PS5 wins in this economy. Redsec is the one to be playing right now. And apparently I can win a solo without even knowing a single button on control. Make of that what you will. The last video was heavy, and this one's been super fun. And honestly, that's the balance I want going forward with this channel. We can be honest when things are hard, and we can absolutely still have a laugh and win a game of Redsec at the same time. Stick around, let's keep it light, and let's keep having fun. That's it. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Bye.